Carolyn Nichols, certified holistic nutritionist, here at the Energy Shack to give you truths that you need to know today about heel spurs. This is a very painful condition that many people go through. Sometimes it lasts for long periods of time, sometimes it's fixable right away, but it is painful and it can inhibit you from doing your exercise. It can be debilitating for many people. You just press on it and it hurts. So what is this? This is a pointy growth that generally happens on the heel, and what's happening and why did it get there? Generally, it's a calcium deposit. So it's a calcification that's happening. So why are we having calcification? Why is it in the foot is a good question, but let's just understand the human body and know that if your kidneys function to flush out the extra calcium, but when there's too much of a calcium deposit, this can even turn into gallstones and kidney stones and all sorts of other issues. But first of all, what we want to think about is, why is my body not absorbing this calcium? Well, a couple things is, where's your calcium coming from? So if your calcium is coming from especially animal products, cow's milk or dairy products, whether it's cheese or yogurt, understand that calcium, because of the high pasteurization that it goes through, is not, well, I shouldn't say not, very, very little of it is actually absorbed with the human body. So it floats around in the bloodstream, your kidneys have to flush it out, calcification. So you want to think about that. Also, you may be having a calcium absorption issue. That could be. So check, do you have enough vitamin D? Are you getting the good sunshine that you need? In order for calcium to be absorbed, you need vitamin D present. So check to make sure your vitamin D levels are okay. And you also want to make sure tummy's good. Are you digesting food properly? Do you have a lot of gas, bloating? Do you have acid reflux? Do you have pain in the stomach? You could very well be just having digestion issues, which is malabsorption in the end of all of it. So let me just remind you that we have a 100% success rate at reversing or changing people's lives when it's coming to health. We don't have a client that we personally work with one-on-one that hasn't found incredible healing. We don't have one of them, and there's a lot of people listening, so if you think you're one of them, please contact me, because I have no history of anybody that ever has. So please stop suffering alone, whether it's a heel spur or anything else. Give us a call so we can do a consultation. But let me get you on the road to healing for heel spurs. So what can you do? So first of all, let's change the diet. Let's pull that artificial calcium intake food, eat your green leafy vegetables, your nuts, your seeds. All of that have good calcium that can easily be absorbed into the system. So you definitely want to drop dairy products and start to have lots of green leafy vegetables and plant-based foods. The other thing that you can do is you can do a hot and cold foot bath. So this can help to soften up that calcium deposit, get the blood going in that area so it can realize that I've got an issue here on left foot by the heel, but the blood has to get there. So really hot basin of water and a really cold basin of water. And you're gonna put your feet in that hot basin of water for like 10, 15 seconds and then switch it over the cold. Do that back and forth 6 times. But here's the other thing that you can do. Put a bunch of chamomile tea bags inside your hot water. Put the feet in that. That chamomile tea, believe it or not, it can seep in through those pores and it can help relieve the issue as well. So you can try that. You can also do the opposite, where you can give yourself like an ice pack massage on the bottom of your foot. So just get some crushed up ice and roll that heel spur over that as best as you can, or get yourself or somebody else to help massage that ice into there, because that can reduce the inflammation that's associated with it. Now, there are a couple other things that you can do. There's a wonderful natural remedy and also a couple supplements that can help you absorb that calcium better. And there's a wonderful remedy that will actually soften up that heel and pull the pain out at the same time. I'd love to share these remedies with you. Before I do, I just want to remind you that you can get in touch with us if you do need a consultation, and the link is just below the video. But Here you go. Here's what you could do. Natural remedy. It will soften that heel spur and it will pull out the pain.